This one of those other Notre Dame Fighting Irish back at the blue line. Turning hard! Hoffenmeyer! Exclamation point on that one.
Well, what a great start for the Marlies. And this play all started with Mark Johnson. And this is a guy playing in his first game of the season. And he's able to come in and delay and again buy himself a little bit of time. So you see him. A little bit of a turnover here. Johnson able to get the puck deep into the zone. And then just that quick.
Equipment room, Joey Lyons loves the wrestling. As Clifford tries to get it back. Hoffenmeyer throws it toward the goal. Tipped out front. Slaggert scores. Just a throw to the goal. And knocked down.
A little nervous here. Hoffenmeyer's limping off the ice instead of celebrating with his teammates.
And
this is, I rave about Hoffenmeyer, but this is what he does so well. We've seen a few chances almost go in off of shots from the point. This is one where he doesn't take the big bomb, he just turns. He actually pays a price to get this to the net. He eats a big hit here when you watch this.
Lineup as well. William Villeneuve out playing in front of some friends and family here in Laval. As Matteo Pietranero did last night. Long shot, scores! Slaggert has that one slide by Caden Primo, and no doubt Primo will think about this one as he looks up at the big board, but Graham Slaggert gets on the board out of Notre Dame. And it hits high on the glass. Ben picks it up and moves it confidently to Shaw, who carries it down the wall. He's got Gaudette going to the goal, rips one on the goaltender, and it comes up along the near side. Adam Gaudette, cross ice, nice pass, stays in. Ben drifts it down the wall. Back out front, scores! Joey Anderson with his second of the game. Slides one by, and that is all just tiring the Syracuse Crunch out. Great shift previously, and Anderson takes advantage of the next crew that actually got on, and they tired them out too. And the Marlies go up 3-1 with their first goal in a second period this season. Anderson just stepped out, and Slaggert gets back on side. Marlies move this one. Across the line, here's Max Ellis with a step, gets in, tries the backhand, out front, scores! Slaggert from Ellis. And Max Ellis makes this happen by coming right down the country lane, takes a side step into the backyard, and then finds Graham Slaggert waiting for dinner on the front doorstep. What a play by Ellis. Here comes Hoffenmeyer back up through the middle. Leads it along to Steves. Carries it and moves it quickly. Sharp one on the backhand. Played out. Up high. Hoffenmeyer quickly over to Anderson. Gives it over to Steves. Anderson parks himself out front of the goal. The shot, the rebound, the scores! Joey Anderson on the power play. Puts the Marlies up 1-0 in the first period with 3:29 remaining. And the power play strikes the second time on the road in only the second road game. And Joey Anderson just continues to put together a terrific start to his season. Greg, and Hoffenmeyer returns, tries to pick up his glove and let his man wander right in, but never really did get the shot away. Gaudette, he's got a step, cuts out front, takes the shot, rebound, scores! Adam Gaudette on the score sheet again, fourth game in a row, and he puts the Marlies up 2-0. Memo from Scott Sabarin, re-energy, disregard. 3:39 left to go in period one. The Marlies go up 2-0. Gaudette, what? Home for a bit of a ride there, and the crowd would have liked a penalty. Well, the crowd here that's on the Belleville side of the ledger. As Hoffenmeyer, nice little move to get it ahead. Abrazizi with Gaudette, scores! Gaudette! Proud of the crest, proud of the crown. Adam Gaudette adds his second of the hockey game, and he makes it 3-1. And now Gaudette gets some interest from the Senators' side, who are now arguing whether that should be a goal or not. It should. It should. Gaudette with his 7th of the year.
Interesting, because honestly I thought he dove to poke that puck up. I did not think there was a trip, but I guess the referees had a different opinion on the matter.
They did. The Marlies will have the extra man here. Dargachintsev moves it along. Holmberg. Hoffenmeyer back to Gaudette. He's got help out front. Shoots! Scores! Big rip! Top corner! Gaudette with his second goal of the season. Clean in.
And we just talked about a guy getting his chances. Pucks are going to drop for him. This was a great shot. Gaudette just takes his time, takes a look. I don't know if this went top shelf on its own, if there was a little deflection off a stick, but it got up there in a hurry, right under the crossbar. And Gaudette gets his second goal. And then he takes that step, cuts to the middle, gets his shot off.
Here's a chance right on goal, and out front it comes. Steve swiping at it. Wouldn't fall for him. And Hoffenmeyer back over. Steve shoots. He scores! Alex Steves! Take the monkey, throw it out of the building.
Well, I got to think that was part of that celebration. You see Steves, there's some emotion there. This team has not been able to score a first period goal. Alex Steves had 7 shots on goal yesterday, and 4 were quality scoring opportunities. So to put this one in, off of the rebound, is able to pick it up, loses it again, and then gets this nice pass. He makes
some speed. Off of Shaw's stick, Abruzzese comes after it too. Back up at the blue line it comes. Cross ice. Steves looks in. Drops it back to Hoffenmeyer. Quickly over to Shaw. Out front for McMahon. Shoots, scores! Bobby McMahon with the rip into the goal. On the power play, just 32 seconds in, and the Marlies go up 1-0.
And again, we talk, this power play has been so good. When you come into this building, you gotta control your emotions, manage yourself. You do not want to give this team too many chances. And we see here with Bobby McMahon, he's so good in that middle position. He gets this pass from Shaw, just turns and fires and finds that place.
Gaudette gets it back, right back to Hoffenmeyer. Gaudette, Hoffenmeyer doesn't shoot that one in the goal. Number 21 tipped out front. Looks like maybe Bobby McMahon got a piece of it. And the Marlies go up 2-1 with a power play goal, 5-on-3. The fake Hoffenbaum, and then Gaudette. DC cross ice, a bouncer. Abruzzese picks it up there, carries it down toward the goal. Blandisi up high. Hoffenmeyer to the goal, scores! That one from distance. On a great pass, Abruzzese. And the power play comes up with another goal. Minute 28 into the power play. And I think that's tipped by Abruzzese. Indeed it is. Lifted in. He'll get that one all by himself as he cut off that pass. Crawls, sends it cross ice. To the goal, scores! And right back at you, Hoffenmeyer from distance. Is it touchdown front? I don't think so. It went clean in, and Noel Hoefenmayer will get on the board with his 3rd goal of the year, his 15th point. He was in the top 10 in scoring, and he moves up among Steves. Searches for some answers. They get it back up to Hollowell, to the net, knocked down by Regula, and Hollowell puts it out front. A little whack at it, a little touch by Steves. Not enough to fool the goaltender. Back up high on the line. Likes to shoot. Hoffenmeyer! And that one hard to the goal. Finds its way past Stauber. And the Marlies tie it up just 55 seconds into the second period. Noel Hoefenmayer gets another one. 15 seconds in. Landisi trying to come back out. Steves wanted to turn on that shot, gets it back up to the blue line. Hoffenmeyer scores from distance.
Well, and we've seen that before. He has a cannon from the point. When we talked about the Marlies wanting to increase their offense today, how about that? One shot, one goal, 1-0 Marlies.
What an absolute blast he has here.
Just a little bit of puck work down low, too, to protect it and get it up to the point. Quick D-to-D pass, and then that puck's off of his stick.
Turns around and he waits patiently on it.
They would have liked to get a shot off there, I think.
He absolutely would. He makes contact with Silas again as it comes back up the wall. Logan Shaw picked up. Steves finds Hoffenmeyer toward the goal. Scores! The charging Heptalo, Noel Hoefenmayer. And it's all his clean in.
Well, Abbotsford's going to have to clean up the front of their net. They need to start laying some lumber and moving some guys there. They're not helping their goalie. And right here, it's just a CNI shot. That's just one that he's probably hoping for a rebound, trying to throw that in on net. Next thing you know, he gets a goal. And you know, it all started, if you go back, Toronto.
They hold the zone as Shaw looks in again. That shot comes ever so close. Back up to the blue line once more. Hoffenmeyer looks in. Shaw back to Hoffenmeyer. Looks for it out front. Scores! Joey Anderson on the power play. Starts it out for the Toronto Marlies. One nothing, just a minute 16 in. Joey Anderson.
You know, they kind of foreshadowed that goal when Shaw went across ice the first time, and there was nobody there covering, so they go back to the well a second time, and Anderson again is all alone to tap in the puck.
Well, Joey Anderson has been so good in that net. Left to play. Surprised they didn't pull him earlier. Here's Petronero. Long way away for him as he plays it back up for Blandisi. And he takes the 8-15 into the city, making it 4-1. As the Marlies, in the last minute or two of play, Petronero gets an assist on that one, by the way. And the score won't flatter it as far as the Monsters are concerned. But the Marlies come away with a win here with 16.1 seconds left to go as the Monsters had to take the chance in the last 2 minutes of play. Alex Steves with his 6th of the year from... We know he can do it. Back for Hoffenmeyer. He wanted the one-time hammer. Chip back over at the blue line. It does find its way back out, and I think the Marlies looked like they were going to take a chance on making a change. Blandisi scores! Krispy Kreme right into the goal. That's Joe Blandisi. Sharp goal to put the Marlies up 1-0.
Well, and this is an elite level shot right here. And we talked off the top how Blandisi's scoring big goals. Well, the first goal of the game, coaches would say, is a big one. And the Marlies made a bunch of really good neutral zone plays here. Hollowell, Hoffenmeyer, and that allows Blandisi to come in here and make this move. And you see it all the time. Guys practice it so much now is shooting through defenders. The legs open a bit too much. Blandisi
forcing it back up. Hoffenmeyer, it's in the feet. Nobody can find it. Now they're kicking it about as time ticks away. Hoffenmeyer pokes it back. Now Steves back over to Hoffenmeyer. Shot, scores! Tipped out front by Kyle Clifford, and the Marlies tie it up on the power play. Hoffenmeyer with the shot, Clifford with the goal. His 7th of the season, 19th point of the year in 39 games. And Kyle Clifford with the hard work out front. Hoffenmeyer top of the face-off circle. As the Marlies break back the other way, Hoffenmeyer, Abrazizi waits on it. Good patience. They got him scrambling now as it goes towards the goal. Shoots, he scores! Logan Shaw from the slot puts it past Malcolm Subban. and ties it up at 1 apiece with 1:34 left to go in the first period. Shaw with a great chance. Abruzzese starts this out with some good patience. Knocked down, and Shaw got it in the hand, threw it on the ground, and now Dargachintsev looked down toward the goal, drops into the corner. Shaw, Abruzzese picks it up, finds Hoffenmeyer again, dishes it off to Abruzzese, looks in, cross ice up top, scores! Logan Shaw on the power play restores the Marlies lead and ties up his career best in numbers as he picks up yet another point against his former club here in Belleville. I'm sexy and I know it. Here's Logan Shaw. It's a memory you don't lose. Here's Dargachintsev, looks to the goal. Cross ice shot, scores! An absolute blast into the back of the net. Logan Shaw picks up his second of the night, his 15th of the season, and his second on the power play as he restores the Marlies lead 4-3 with 1:16 left to go in the second. Bernard trying to move his way all the way through, doesn't do it. Shaw picks it up across the blue line, backhander, scores! Beauty move by Logan Shaw, who picks up his second of the hockey game and puts the Marlies up 5-3. Great play by Shaw. Great pass, outlet, gets a step, moves it to the backhand and mid-one. Despite the penalties, it has been swimmingly in this one. Here's a chance for Ellis, in behind the D, backhand up top, scores! Max Ellis for the Marlies makes it 3-1. And Ellis picking up his first goal here in the American Hockey League. And it's an absolute beauty.
Ice.
Here's Steves, rips one on goal, and that one comes back up high to Hoffenmeyer, who likes to do somewhat of the same kind of thing. Turning, shooting, scoring, Max Ellis! And he puts the Marlies up 2-0 as he finds that upstairs like Bobby McMahon did earlier in the game.
Well, that was very much like the Bobby McMahon goal. I think Ellis is just showing, hey, you know what? I took that shooting lesson too. That was a quick catch and release as well from just inside the circle. Some really good puck movement. Steves had a great shot right before this. And there it is. Just that quick pass out of the corner to the guy in the middle position. Ellis, he turns, gets his body in a good shooting position, makes no mistake.
There. Working hard against them. Connor Bunneman, who had that nice little move. Hoffenmeyer turning on this one, scores! Abruzzese from Hoffenmeyer, an absolute blast into the back of the net from distance. And the Marlies go up 2-0. Clean in from Abruzzese. Take a look at the replay. Logan Shaw after this one. Crawl looks to the goal. Decides to play it off to Hoffenmeyer. Shaw winds up, hard shot, picked up, scores! Abruzzese from the ground up. And the Marlies go up 5-3, just 29 seconds in to the third period. They pick up a goal. That is a stab for the Senators. Shaw with the original shot. Here's Hoffenmeyer back the other way and across the line. Challenged, he's still got it. Looks out front, Solo scores! Power play goal! Zach Solo.
And that's the third point of the night for Noel Hoefenmayer on a nice, patient pass to hit Zach Solo. Now, if you're the guy that's gotten under the other team's skin for 2 games, there's nothing better than finishing that off with a goal. Take a look at Noel Hoefenmayer, just nice and patient waits to get that past.
Low on the wall. Hoffenmeyer looks over. Here's Holmberg getting it back to Hoffenmeyer one more time. O'Brien, Hoffenmeyer. Quick over. Holmberg looks in, cross ice. O'Brien waits it out. Score! Scores! Jack O'Brien fierce to the goal. And he ties it up on the power play with 11.7 seconds left to go in the second period.
Well, not what you'd expect this game, that the second unit would have more success on the power play than the first unit, but they have been in creating more chances too. Zach O'Brien, this is only his 6th game played with the team this year. He's got 6.
On it, patient, takes it down the boards. Back up high to Hoffenmeyer. Over the far side for Holmberg, deep in the corner. Hoffenmeyer looks again, back over Dargachintsev, out front looking for that tip on the high slot. Didn't happen. Now Dargachintsev trying to work against Robert, moves it back, finding Hoffenmeyer. Landisi looks to the goal. Moves it along for Holmberg, squeeze to the boards, Jones after it there. Less than 30 seconds to go, Abramoff plays it back up high. Hoffenmeyer leans in, kicked at the side of the goal. Legacy picks it up, scores!
That puck looked like it was under Legacy, but clearly it was not, and they managed to poke it in.
Dargachintsev with the go-ahead goal on the power play.
Hoffenmeyer gets the puck at the top. And I think he's got one thing in mind. He's got a big shot, and he's going to let it rip. And it just creates chaos in front. Puck bounces out a couple times before Dargachintsev manages to throw it in from the side on a bad angle.
DC cross ice, a bouncer. Abruzzese picks it up there. Carries it down toward the goal. Blandisi up high. Hoffenmeyer to the goal. Scores! That one from distance. On a great pass, Abruzzese. And the power play comes up with another goal. Minute 28 into the power play. And I think that's tipped by Abruzzese. Indeed it is. Lifted in. He'll get that one all by himself as he cut off that pass. Crawl sends it cross ice. To the goal, scores! And right back at you, Hoffenmeyer from distance. Is it touched out front? I don't think so. It went clean in, and Noel Hoefenmayer will get on the board with his 3rd goal of the year, his 15th point. He was in the top 10 in scoring, and he moves up among Steves. Searches for some answers. They get it back up to Hollowell to the net, knocked down by Regula, and Hollowell puts it out front. A little whack at it, a little touch by Steves. Not enough to fool the goaltender. Back up high on the line. Likes to shoot. Hoffenmeyer! And that one hard to the goal. Finds its way past Stauber. And the Marlies tie it up just 55 seconds into the second period. Noel Hoefenmayer gets another one. 15 seconds in. Landisi trying to come back out. Steves wanted to turn on that shot. Gets it back up to the blue line. Hoffenmeyer scores from distance.
Well, and we've seen that before. He has a cannon from the point. We talked about the Marlies wanting to increase their offense today. How about that? 1 shot, 1 goal, 1-0 Marlies.
What an absolute blast he has here.
Just a little bit of puck work down low too to protect it and get it up to the point. Quick D-to-D pass, and then that puck's off of his stick.
Turns around and he waits patiently on it.
Maybe would have liked to get a shot off there, I think.
He absolutely would. He makes contact with Seeloff again as it comes back up the wall. Logan Shaw picked up. Steves finds Hoffenmeyer toward the goal. Scores! The charging Heffalo, Noel Hoefenmayer. And it's all his clean in.
Well, Abbotsford's going to have to clean up the front of their net. They need to start laying some lumber and moving some guys there. They're not helping their goalie. And right here, it's just a C&I shot. That's just one that he's probably hoping for a rebound, trying to throw that in on net. Next thing you know, he gets a goal. And you know, it all started, if you go back, Toronto.
So, sends it off to Rafai, who sends it in. Slaggert there on his backhand. Trying to work it back behind the goal. He's held up in the process. He comes back to the puck. Centazzo in the mix. John Stone back up to Rafai. Cross ice. Hoffenmeyer looks to the goal. Scores! Noel Hoefenmayer sends a silent rattlesnake past Askarov to put the Marlies up 2-1. Paul looks up ice. A couple of folks swing by. One of them, Dargachintsev. They don't like the look of it. Something about this does not sit well with Philip Kral as he looks up ice and finally decides to find the backhand of Hoffenmeyer. He comes back, gets it back, takes the shot, he scores! Noel Hoefenmayer with the second one of the game for him and the second one for the Marlies as he puts them up 2-1 with 8:18 left to go. Hoffenmeyer with his fourth goal of the season. Great play coming across the blue line. Villeneuve snaps a pass along to Gaudette. He carries it back. And he got himself a little bit of stick there, but he wanted to carry on the play. And I think he recognized he wasn't going to get any benefit there. Gaudette back up high, Rafai. Leaning in, scores! Hoffenmeyer drills one in to make it 3-1.
For me, this all starts on the entry. Gaudette does such a good job of breaking down that defensive blue line for Belleville, offensive for the Marlies, and everybody follows him. Everybody follows the puck, and they get caught with about 3 guys below the goal lines. That allows the Marlies to get to work up top and use their skill.
Can be really effective in the world as a captain, and can be worth points simply that way. Here's a chance. Boy, Hoffenmeyer was right there. And Shaw sends it toward the goal, scores! Hoffenmeyer with the second chance on the shift. Puts it past Subban and absolutely buries it down the mine shaft. Quick over for Ellis. Right back to Hoffenmeyer. A little pitch and catch up high, down low. Here's Steve. Got one body out front. There's the shot. Scores! Noel Hoefenmayer with the Hoffenbomb. And the Marlies draw within 1 on the power play goal. 3-2. Great setup. 5-on-3. As Noel Hoefenmayer has been leaning into him all season long. But that is either way. Just worry all the way around. Trying to get that back across to Gaudette. The Penguins get it back down the ice. Marlies turn it around quickly. Here's Blandisi, 3-on-2 as he waits on the play. Back over for Ellis. Couldn't recapture it, but he's able to keep a hold of the puck. Here's Hoffenmeyer. Steves turns, shoots low on the left side. Gets it back. Steves draws in again. Down low. He and Blandisi on a pitch and catch. Turning Hoffenmeyer. Tip scores. Noel Hoefenmayer on the power play. And the Marlies remain perfect at home on the power play. Every single home game, they have scored at least one.
As I said, that was such a big power play for the Marlies. They didn't have a great one at the start of the period. This was a great bounce back power play. Noel Hoefenmayer does such a fantastic job of getting pucks through. He'll take a couple of wristers and float a few in, and then he'll do that. He'll unload the big blast. And so goalies never know what to expect. Opposing team defensemen don't know what to expect, and you can't place a shot better than that.